Strange Black Beats.
Yeah.
The waves stood high, the night was cold. Feet on the sand, hearts feeling bold. A path of dry, where waters flow. Oh, step by step they march through time. Oh, faith in Yeshua, hearts aligned. Oh, Yeshua brought us through the sea. Oh yeah, parted the water, set us free. With His power, with His might. turn the dark into light. Egypt's chariots chasing fast, chains of the past that couldn't outlast. Freedom ahead, no looking back. Lifted hands to the open sky. A miracle where the ocean lies. You brought us through the sea. Oh yeah. Parted the water, set us free. With His power, with His might, turn the dark into light. Well, the dark into light. Oh yeah. Well, the dark into it.
Big salute, family. This your brother K. Judah, giving all praise to the Most High Yah, and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the beloved Israelite family worldwide, I say peace and blessings. Big salute to the CUC family. Shout out to my brother Sham, the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology, and my beloved Elder Bro Tim. Big salute, and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Y'all know KJ I was chilling, minding my business. I got Hamites crying. I got people who supposed to be Israelites, they crying on my platform. Got brothers crying. Now I want to show y'all this comment of this sister. Now, I usually don't go back and forth with my sisters, but this girl right here is a certified goofball, okay? If you go look at the community post I put up about the Ghanaians, or the people of Ghana, going to the UN looking for reparations, anybody with common sense know that KJ is talking directly about the Africans of Ghana. I'm not talking about the Israelites who live in Ghana, because we know that Ghana make up about what, 70 to 90% of different ethnic groups. So you do have Israelites that live in Ghana, but they don't make up the whole population of Ghana. All people have to do is do your due diligence. You will see that Ghana was a major slave hood for the transatlantic slave trade. And do your research. Ghana has a military, a navy, and an air force. So how that make up all Israelite with a navy, an air force, and an army? We the captives of the world, whether that's in the continent of Africa, America, the UK, wherever we scattered in. We don't have no military. We don't have no navy. We don't have an army. Well, I mean, we have an army in the high heavens. So I go to my comic section and I'm reading what she asking me, but she didn't ask a question, but she come back and say, I asked you a question. Just certified goofy, man. There go the girl right there. Now, this girl goofy. Hey, I'm gonna call you goofy. I usually don't do this. But because you was disrespectful in my comic section, now I gotta expose you and show you the truth that you don't know what you're talking about. I never said there wasn't Israelites in Ghana. You put words in my mouth, number one, and you bear false witness. A certified goofy. You said I've been going down a slippery slope. I need evidence. That's number two. What the evidence? Now I'm finna show y'all that the people that's going before the UN, y'all, are Hamites and not Israelites. They trying to backdoor our people, y'all. Africans did not go through no transatlantic slave trade. Africans never lost their heritage. Africans never lost their tongue. Africans never lost their inheritance. Y'all got to remember, the Israelites fled into Africa after 70 AD, running from Roman persecution. They was in West Africa, Central Africa, South Africa, North Africa, East Africa. These Israelites fled into Africa among the Hamites. So when y'all look at the people that's going before the UN, these are not Israelites, family. These are Hamites trying to backdoor Black Americans. How is they trying to do that, KJ? Every time you hear them speak, what do they say? We are speaking on behalf of Africans. They don't say Africans and Black Americans. They say Africans. We not Africans. And my brothers and sisters that live on the continent of Africa are not Africans. Geography doesn't determine your nationality. Geography do not determine your nationality, family. Where you live do not determine your nationality. My brothers and sisters on the continent, even if they call themselves African Hebrew Israelites, they was born on the continent of Africa, but they Israelites. I understand. But they are not natural born Hamites. They are Israelites on the continent. Y'all see what I'm saying? So this stupid girl right here, this dumb, let me show y'all her comment. Just stupid. You think I need you to educate me, goofball? If you the educator, go start a channel and teach your people. Why you bothering KJ? I don't need you trying to teach me and bothering me. Let me see. Let me show y'all this, man. Certified goofy, man. Just goofy. I want to show y'all this goofy comment, man. And then I'm going to get to the video that I want to show y'all. Certified goofball, man. That's why it's good to ask questions, family. What do y'all always hear me say? And then she keep lying, talking about she asked me a question. I'm finna show y'all the comment. Y'all let y'all, and be honest with y'all, brother. What I'm about to show y'all, then a brother named Jerry, who's a Haitian American, he had to come and educate the girl because she don't know what she talking about. She didn't ask me no questions, family. Came right out the gate doing what Black men and Black women do who come to us sideways, who are teachers of the word. They don't ask questions, family. They come out the gate acting like they know what they talking about. Now I want y'all to see this. Look at this goofy girl, man. Let me show. Y'all see this right here? Let me bag this up a little bit. Let me bring this in for the family. Is this a question, y'all? Y'all listen to this. Is this a question? Look, who told you Ghanaians are Hamites? I've been watching you go down the slippery slope for a while into divisiveness. It's unbecoming of you. I know good and well you don't believe there are no Israelites left in Africa. Also, the resolution passed America, Israel, and nor did Argentina stop anything. Girl, be quiet. I've been in this truth over 16 years, teaching that our brothers and sisters on the continent. You must be new in the truth. You must be new in the truth. What is becoming of me? What's this slippery slope and how I'm pushing divisiveness when the Africans are going to the UN trying to backdoor the children of Israel to get reparations for Africa, and we ain't gonna never see none of that money? That's why they created an African Union. It's not called the African and Black American Union. It's called the African Union because they're trying to backdoor. They should not be going in front of the UN asking for reparations. They should be getting reparations for colonization, not the slave trade. But if you were smart, you would know that. They didn't go through no slave trade. But they going to the UN trying to get that money. Money for what, though? Because Hamites can't speak for Black Americans or the children of Israel scattered to the four corners of the earth. They can't speak on our behalf. That's why they keep saying Africans. because they trying to lump us all up together, family. If you can't see the play of what they doing, I don't know. Now, all of a sudden, we one people. We one body. When have we ever been one people and one body? Let me get this girl off the screen. She just a goofy. And then she came back with other disrespectful comments I ain't going to get into. Talking about that's why you only got 50 people in the chat. Who care about that, man? We winning souls. And you worrying about how many people in the chat. That's how I know you're a certified goofy. No, but I don't care if I had 10 people in the chat. I bet 10 people going to be edified. I don't care if I had 5 in the chat, goofball. I bet you 5 people going to be edified. You can't do it. That's why you got 1 subscriber and you in my comment section running your mouth. Go start a channel and go teach the people. You can't do it though, huh? Talking about you well educated. Man, go sit down somewhere. In the corner. In the corner. Get you off my screen. Yeah, she a goofy. I told you. And I usually don't do this to no sister, but you ain't finna be lying on me. Now, I want y'all to know that y'all brother KJ, I'm never going to put up false information. I bet you if I dropped the link, she couldn't come teach the class. I bet she could. If I drop the link and let her come teach the class, she can't edify y'all. I never said there wasn't no Israelites in Africa, y'all. How many times y'all done heard y'all brothers say, when I'm giving out big salutes to the Israelites worldwide, and I say, and my brothers and sisters on the continent, in the Caribbean, in Haiti, in Jamaica, in the UK, North, South, Central America, even in Mexico, even in the Middle East, our brothers and sisters of Damona. We got Israelites in Persia, in Elam, the East Indies. We got Israelites everywhere, family. So I speak on behalf of all my brothers and sisters. I don't leave my brothers and sisters out on the continent, but I know one thing. There is 3,000 different languages, probably like 98 billion people, and they don't make up all Israelites, y'all. Israelites are scattered among them. So I understand Israelites in Ghana. Y'all see what I'm saying? I know this already. I got a whole list of the Belta Israelites scattered all throughout Africa. And I didn't show it before. I got the list. All the time. So if I'm spreading false information, y'all would have been checked, man, and told me, hey, KJ, that ain't true what you saying. But I'm only showing y'all how disrespect. See, when I get disrespect for everybody, oh, come on, KJ, stay in the spirit. All she had to do is just say, KJ, you know that everybody in Ghana, not Africans, right? I would have said, yeah, I already know that. I'm only talking about the Africans on the post. She didn't do that. This girl talking about this becoming of you. You're going down slippery slope. What slippery slope, goofball? Give me the evidence. What? And then she said I'm causing divisiveness. How I'm doing that? Divisiveness. I'm not the one disrespecting Africans. Africans always disrespecting us. I just speak up for my people and let Ham know ain't no disrespect gonna be tolerated. But all this disrespect Ham been giving us about how they the greatest people on the world, they got the greatest land, this the motherland, but they coming all the way from Ghana, going to the UN, asking for slave reparations, backdooring Black Americans and the rest of our brothers and sisters who do deserve reparations if we was to get it. And I'm talking cornerly, because I know according to the Bible, God is going to bring us home and all the riches is going to be brought to the children of Israel. Y'all see what I'm saying? All the riches is going to be brought to us from the forces of the Gentile. But if I'm thinking carnally, if anybody should get reparations off the back of what our ancestors been through, it's us and the rest of our brothers and sisters scattered in these different places of the world. It ain't no Hamites. That's what I'm saying. They backdooring, and it's wicked and it's dirty what they doing. They should not be asking for slave reparations. Colonization is what happened to you on your own land, Ham. You want to sell us, so God allowed you to be colonized. That's why y'all can't pick yourself up by the bootstrap. Because what you did to us came right back knocking at your door. And you remember when you was exchanging with the slave traders, selling the boy and the girl for wine that you might drink, the colonizers turn around and colonize you. Thought that was your friends, huh? Turn around and colonize you, huh? Now you can't even enjoy your own resources. I want to show y'all a video, and you tell me, is this an Israelite or a Hamite? Well, KJ, how can you tell just by looking at them? Man, you can look just the same way when Africans say when we go to Africa, they can tell we not them. The same way I can tell they not us. Our bone structure is different. Our genetic makeup is different. Our DNA is different. We just got the same skin color, y'all. We are not the same, fam. We don't have the same spirit, nothing. Nothing. So if you want KJ to be respectful, all you got to do is you come in my comment section and say, KJ, everybody in Ghana not a Hamite. And I would have been, you sure right, sister. But all that other stuff you was doing, nah, you get disrespectful, I'm going to get disrespectful. And I'm being light on you anyway, because you look like Eddie Griffin on that picture that I saw. I'm talking about the comedian. You look like Eddie Griffin. So I advise you to sit down, girl. You're playing with the wrong one. Now let me get to this video. Go come in my comment section. Then the brother trying to educate the girl. She's sitting up here still being disrespectful. But you supposed to be an Israelite walking in the spirit, but again gonna turn around and tell me that I'm not in the spirit. Don't you know how dumb that sound? You're gonna disrespect me and tell me to stay in the spirit. What's wrong with you people, man? Like, I promise you, some of you people are so retarded to me. You're gonna disrespect and then tell me to stay in the spirit. Just dumb. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, y'all, but I'm sick of these people coming to me. Instead of being respectful, I'm going to be respectful. They come right out the gate being disrespectful, y'all. Right out the gate. Men and women. It ain't just her. It's all these people sometimes. And guess what? When I go check their channels, they Israelites. Because they got channels. Got videos on their channel. They don't know how to be respectful, y'all. They just don't know how to do it. Now go ask somebody, do I go to their channel disrespecting them? I don't do it, family. I don't be disrespecting my brothers and sisters, man. But they love Yah, but they have no respect. They love Yah, but they telling you to walk in the spirit while they not walking in the spirit. They telling you to do something they don't even practice themselves, fam. Come on, make it make sense, y'all. That's all I'm saying. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. If I'm going to walk in the spirit, don't you think you got to walk in it too? And we got to be respectful to each other. Don't you think that? Let me get to what I'm trying to do, y'all. I just want to show y'all this. Boy, if I don't, hey, I'm telling y'all, I'm being light today though, because that's a sister. I don't want to go too hard on them. Because that's still a sister. So I'm going to just fall back. I don't want to do too much. Look. Now she in her feelings. This is a space for dummies. But she been listening to my channel for a while. Y'all see how stupid this girl is? I'm not trying to be mean, man. This girl is dumb. How this a space for dummies when we educating each other, edifying each other? Iron sharp, but this is space for dummies, though. But this dummy is over here with dummies. We dumb, but this dummy is over here with dummies. Make it make sense, y'all. This girl can go to bed. This girl can go watch TV. This girl can go harass somebody else. She can go do whatever she want to do, but she over here with a bunch of dummies. Don't that make her dumb? Listening to her dummy? Come on, y'all. Let's keep it real up in here, man. Sometimes you got to check these people, man. You got to. Now, I want y'all to know this. This is a God-fearing woman now. But she just say this is a space for dummies. But she love y'all. She's in the spirit, though. Come on, y'all. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, fam. Let's get to the video. I'm done talking to her. Hey, we got more than 50 people in here. You remember you said you'd be 50 people in here. We got more than 50. We got almost 90. That's good enough for you? Even though I don't care about numbers. You so dumb, you worrying about how many people in the chat box. That's how I know you gotta be young, man. You gotta be young. Eddie Griffin, you gotta be young. Eddie Griffin, little sister. I'm gonna call you Mimo. Let's go, y'all. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all this egghead Hamite asking for reparations on the back of our people, man. This is disgusting. I'm being honest. This is disgusting, fam. Let's go and get to it real quick. And then I'm gonna get up out of y'all house. Yeah, I'm done talking to her, fam. I ain't gonna respond to her no more. So yeah, she can go on about her business. Here you go, y'all. Check this out.
Hello, colleagues of the media, friends. Thank you for waiting and being patient for the vote to come through. I now want to call to the microphone the distinguished Foreign Minister of Ghana, Honorable Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. Minister. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, our friends from the media. Good afternoon. Today.
So this is an Israelite right here, y'all. Keep it real with y'all, brother. This is Israelite. Come on, man. This man ain't no Israelite, family. Look at this man. This man is not no Israelite.
The community has taken a significant, considerate, and historic step forward by adopting this landmark resolution declaring the trafficking of enslaved Africans and the racialized chattel enslavement of Africans as the gravest crime against humanity. With the adoption of this resolution, Resolution A/80/L48, we have not simply passed a text, we have affirmed a truth. We have chosen remembrance over silence, dignity over erasure, and shared humanity over division. We have advanced the cause of justice, and we have done that so emphatically. Those who voted in favor, 123 member states of the United Nations. 52 abstained, and only 3 voted against.
Thank you, y'all, that they abstained. Thank you, y'all. I pray to the high heavens that every wicked thing that y'all you see them trying to do, trying to backdoor your people off the pain, off the suffering, off the hardship, everything that the 12 tribes of Israel been through. These people are trying to come out of the gate, out of the woodwork, and they are claiming something that did not happen to them. And Yah is looking from the heavens, watching these people lie in front of the UN and say they went through the transatlantic slave trade when Ghana was a major hub for the slave trade, family. They was trading with the British. They was trading with the French. They was trading with these people, your ancestors. It wasn't them. They was helping sell your ancestors to the heathen. But all of a sudden, they went through the slave trade when Ghana was a major hub for it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Everybody is trying to reap benefits off the back of your ancestors' pain and suffering. And they trying to do it to you today off the back of your pain and suffering. Don't you know how wicked you have to be for one group of people to fight for something that's rightfully theirs? And based on skin color, somebody else come out of the woodworks and create an African union to speak on behalf of all black people, when guess what? We have never been one people. We have never been connected to them and them to us. But all of a sudden, y'all, we one big old family now. It's never been like that. Go back and read history. When African leaders came over here, guess what they told Black Americans? We here on behalf of Africa. But now they want your reparations now. Now they speaking on behalf of Africa. And they even including you in that, calling you African. But they doing it in a way that is wicked because we don't call ourselves African. And those of us who know we Israelites, we call ourselves Hebrew Israelites. But being in America, to separate ourselves from Africans, we call ourselves Black Americans. So we are delineating from the terms that they putting on us because we see what they doing, family, and y'all see what they doing. These people, this is wicked, man. And if people can't see this is wicked, now I don't believe they're going to get reparations. And I pray you don't. You got 98 billion people on your land, and you mean to tell me you can't throw out the heathen? You can't overcome the colonizer? 98 billion people? 54 countries? And you got to come all the way to America when y'all got the richest land on the earth? Ain't that's what y'all tell us? The motherland with all the resources that you don't get to enjoy and that you don't reap. But you come all the way to the United States, going to our ancestors' grave site, cosplaying like these your ancestors. Family, I'm telling you right now, there's many things going on in the world, but this cannot be negated. We have to deal with it all. These Africans and the mind that they are coming with is a wicked mind, family. Because I guarantee you, if they was to cut the check, you would never see no money. You would not get $1 from that African Union. Because they're going to take that money back to Africa and distribute it among African nations. You're going to be left out. So this is why I understand my FBA brothers, which I know a lot of people disagree with them, but they fighting for their people here. How can you be against that? Even if you say, well, they fighting for the wrong thing. God is using us all in different ways. We need those brothers speaking on behalf of what they speaking on. We need our people who know politics, who know how to break down what they break down. And we break down the scriptures. They break down this aspect. We need that. We need the black alphas of the world, the Afro elites of the world. Even though a lot of people don't like Tariq, but Tariq is very educated in many things when it comes to this subject matter. And everybody, we all see. Now, he might call himself FBA. I call myself Hebrew Israelite, right? But guess what we both see? What these Africans doing. We all see it, family. We all see it in America, what these people trying to do. This is wrong, man. This is wicked. Look at this dude. This dude not no Israelite, man. This is a Hamite, family. This is a Hamite. Look at that bone structure.
This is an emphatic victory for justice. And our ancestors, Africans, and all people of African descent are today honored that our humanity and our dignity have been restored. Let me, on behalf of the African group, express our profound appreciation to all member states who supported this resolution. We wish to thank those who engaged in its consideration in a spirit of dialogue, reflection, and good faith. We acknowledge that views differed during this process, and we note the positions taken by delegations that were not in a position to support the resolution at this time. The adoption of this text is not an arrival at a destination, but rather a major step in our ongoing journey and collective conversation for reparatory justice. We remain committed to continued engagement with all member states in the shared spirit of cooperation. Yesterday, His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Ghana, who initiated this landmark resolution, talked about the importance of language, how it shapes our understanding of the past and our vision for the future. Today, through this resolution, the world has spoken with clarity and truth. We have affirmed that the trafficking of enslaved Africans and their racialized chattel enslavement is the gravest crime against humanity, a crime whose scale, structure, and enduring consequences demand recognition at the highest level of our shared global conscience, so that we can move forward in healing and in preventing such a crime from ever happening again. This resolution is not about apportioning blame across generations or nations. It is not about reopening old wounds. It is about ensuring that those wounds are neither forgotten nor denied. It is about creating space for truth, for education, and for a more honest global conversation that allows us to move forward together with greater understanding. History, as we know, is rarely simple. It is layered, it is complex, and at times uncomfortable. This resolution does not deny that complexity. It does not ignore the many dimensions of historical experience. Rather, it recognizes that even within complexity, there are moments in history that stand apart, moments defined by their scale, their systemization, and their impact on humanity. To acknowledge this is not to diminish any other history. It is to deepen our collective moral awareness. What we have achieved today helps all of us in our renewed.
Hey, the comment on the screen, the comment on the screen, family. I want you to notice something. Now watch this. If Wise Society came on my platform and she did an excellent job breaking down the African Union. But remember what I told y'all. People make bold statements, they don't ask questions. Now we just ran the girl up out of here. You know, she gone, she got in her feelings. We ran her up out of here. Now here come another person. They never said where the money was going to. All y'all gotta go do is look at the African Union. Look at the little timeline they have and what they said, that the monies will be distributed between African nations. Let me say this again for the people in the back. The African Union said the monies will be distributed between African nations. It never said Black Americans. So I advise you to go do your research and be quiet coming in here making bold statements and you don't know what you're talking about. Why Society broke the whole thing down. And she said we will never see the money. She said they're going to make sure that all that money that they trying to get will be distributed between African nations. We're not in Africa. We're in America. So why they didn't say the money is going to be distributed between Black Americans in America and African nations? Be quiet, bro. Be quiet, man, and go sit down in the corner.
Renewed commitment to remembrance so that future generations inherit truth, not silence, to education so that history is taught with honesty and integrity, to dialogue so that differences in perspective become opportunities for understanding, and to cooperation so that we address the enduring legacies of history in ways that unite rather than divide. The resolution also opens the door for continued global engagement on reparatory justice, not as a narrow or transactional concept, but as a broader framework for healing, restoration, and partnership. It also calls for further actions within our respective states. We therefore urge every member state to consider carefully the actions it must take to ensure inclusive and good faith dialogue on reparatory justice. The work of justice does not end with remembrance. The racialized systems that adversely shaped our world must yield to a system that does not distinguish between our common humanity, and which seeks for the interests of all peoples in a fair, just, and equitable manner. Let me conclude with this reflection. We cannot change history, but we can change how we remember it. And in doing so, we can change what we carry forward. Today, the world has chosen to remember with purpose, justice, and equity. Let that purpose guide us toward a future that is more just, more inclusive, and more profoundly human. I would like to thank our negotiating team, staff of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, the staff of our mission in New York, in Geneva, and in Addis Ababa. And I would like to thank especially our President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, for
Where's the African American, according to them, representation? Where's the Black American representation? And please don't tell me Al Sharpton was up there speaking. Where's the Black American representation? I'm just asking. All I see is Hamites. Everybody I see speaking up for this are Hamites. If they really care about the Black Americans and what they've been through here in America, where's the representation? Where's the signed treaty and the documentation to prove that, hey, we're going to put it in writing, that if we do get the money, this is how it's going to be distributed. Half of it will go to America with the blacks, and the rest of it, they don't got none of that outline or written down, none of that, because they're trying to backdoor. They are trying to backdoor. And they just standing back there. They know what they doing is wicked, family. Man, we ain't been through this, man. We just off the back of these people, man. We gonna ask for reparations, and they all know they ain't been through no slave trade. I bet you if you ask every last one of them, where you from? They gonna tell you. What land you come from? They gonna tell you. What's your inheritance? They gonna tell you. What's your culture? They never forgot it. If they never forgot these things, and according to Jeremiah 17:4, we should discontinue from our heritage that he gave us. They never discontinue from their heritage. They never discontinue from their excuse me. Y'all gotta bear with y'all brother, man. They never discontinue from their heritage. They never discontinue from their heritage, family. So this is why I'm calling this wicked. It's 12 tribes of Israel. And all our brothers and sisters, if we was to get reparations, it's, well, according to some people, they say just we should get it. But I'm an Israelite. So it's 12 tribes of us. If we was to get it, we all should get it. Because we all suffer. Wherever we scattered at, our people suffer. So I got to go from the biblical aspect. But I understand the foundation of Black Americans, they just focus on the people here. Me being an Israelite, I'm focused on all 12 tribes. Because we can't leave none of our brothers and sisters out the picture. Because we all suffered, family. So that wouldn't be right if we just get it and we all suffered. All 12 tribes suffered. You feel me? So the point that I'm making is that I don't believe we'll ever get reparations. And it's not that I don't believe that you deserve some form of payment. You've been through a lot, family. Your ancestors been through a lot. But the Most High said this. I want to read this to y'all real quick. And then, matter of fact, let me let the video play, then I'm going to read it.
his vision, his dynamism, his effectiveness, which the UN Secretary General acknowledged today in their bilateral engagement, and for his humanity. His guidance has been absolutely phenomenal in bringing us to this historic moment. Ghana, Africa, and all people of African descent, and indeed all people of the world with good conscience, will eternally be grateful to President Mahama for his leadership at this defining hour in global history. I thank you very much for your indulgence, and I shall now take your questions.
Among those that voted against the resolution was the United States. Were you disappointed by that vote? And also, if you can comment on those that abstained, more than 50 nations. How do you feel about those? Thank you.
So I would like to comment on the reasons they gave. They sought to create the impression that the time for negotiations have been short. The president of Ghana served notice last year in September when he delivered his address.
My bad, family. Donald Trump and the United States of America is not dumb. Trump know they are not us. Let me say that again. In the United States of America, in the Library of Congress, they have the real names of the people who came on the transatlantic slave trade, and they all had Hebrew names with Yah at the end of it. Trump know they are not us. Trump been around all black entertainers, Michael Jackson, Mike Tyson. Trump have witnessed the greatness of black Americans. Bro, Tim showed a video where a Caucasian woman said Trump think the Jews are black. You don't think he know? You don't think they gonna reject these people deposit trying to get reparations? Trump and them ain't gonna give these people no reparation. Because your reparations should come from colonizers from Europe, like France and Britain and England and all these different places. Don't you know what type of wicked you have to be to stand in front of a microphone and then from your homeland gather with your other African brothers and sisters and tell them what we gonna do is get reparations off the back of black Americans and the rest of them tribes, them children of Israel? But if I'm only focused on the black Americans, because that's what they doing, they only come in here trying to get reparations. And them, our brothers and sisters in New York had to shut that down. Going to our ancestors' grave site like you paying homage. Boy, y'all are wicked, boy. Just pure wicked, man. And then y'all gonna go get Al Sharpton. What are Al Sharpton supposed to do? Al Sharpton is an informant, a known informant. Nobody take that man serious, man. Nobody take Al Sharpton serious. He ain't our leader. All our people see with one mind what's going on, and they calling it out. And don't think that Trump don't hear what y'all be saying. They watching everything y'all say. I'm talking about in a good way. Because y'all are exposing the back door. Y'all exposing the wicked plot of Ham. But everybody want to call us African. Everybody want to put us in one big old pot. But guess what? If we African and they African, Why was not all Africans sold? Why was only one people sold that they knew who they were selling? They knew to go to Negro land, where you got the kingdom of Judah and the slave coast. They knew who they were selling, family. It wasn't by mistake. The Bible tell you Tyre and Sidon sold God's people to the Grecians, which is the children of Japhet, which are the Greeks, children of Javan. That's why we speak English. Y'all remember a tongue you don't understand? We never understood English. And the first ship that came to Africa, guess what it say? A Englishman. English. This the tongue with. So Esau, we understood Esau tongue. So how is Esau the white man when he spoke Hebrew like his brother, his mama, and his daddy? I thought he said a tongue I don't understand. So it can't be Esau as the white man, because Esau, I understood his tongue, and my ancestors did. They not going to get it, family. And the Most High going to make sure they don't get it. Because colonization in your own land is what you should be fighting for. Not the transatlantic slave trade. That was my ancestors that you sold to the heathen. And the heathen backdoor you and colonize your behind. Because like God say, since you like to sell people, I got some for you too, Ham. I'm going to allow your land to be pillaged, and you're not going to enjoy your own resources. Who control Ham resources? Europe? See, Ghana used to be called the Gold Coast. Then they changed the name. It was never called Ghana. It was called the Gold Coast. And if y'all do your research, from Ghana, they were selling a lot of our ancestors. A lot of them. But remember, not all of Israel came on the transatlantic slave trade, meaning like you still got remnants of Judah left on the continent. So not everybody got on the ship. But the fact that they sold us and then turn around and ask for reparations is amazing. It's amazing. You got China over there on the continent. You got Russia doing it. Man, they tell us about all these great resources, but do you control it? No, you don't. Now you got all these Israelites talking about we African. We African. You are African. It's sad, family. God never called you an African. He called you a Hebrew Israelite. Hebrew is the language. 12 tribes of Israel, we got tribes. We Israelites who come from different tribes of the 12. Our culture is diverse. Our laws are diverse. Our feast days are diverse. We are not like no other people. But all of a sudden, I'm African. We are African. But they can't tell you how. Because if you basing me being an African on geography, boy, you have no understanding. Because if I live in Russia, I don't become a Russian. Even if I adopt their culture, I'm still going to be a black man that live in Russia who is an Israelite who live in Russia. But when it comes to us living on the continent, now we become the continent. Now I become African. When we got Hebrew Israelites who live on the continent, but they are not African. They are Hebrew Israelites. And guess what? They even called themselves Hebrew Israelites. But not your Israelite teachers. They want to make everybody an African. And this is why Africans cleave to those channels. So they don't cleave to our channel because we're not with the Kumbaya lies. We standing up for what's right. And we calling this stuff out, what they trying to do. And Yah is not going to allow this to come to fruition. This is wicked, man. Don't you know what you have been through and what your ancestors have been through for these people to come from a continent going before the face of the UN and asking for something that never happened to them? Don't you know how wicked you have to be? What type of mindset you have to be in? Man, your ancestor was lynched and castrated. Your children was taken from you. Your baby was ripped out your stomach. You was hung on trees and burnt at the stake, man. You was eaten. The Delectables. Y'all remember that book, The Delectables? Nobody has been through what you've been through, Israel. But all of a sudden, here come Ham. Talking about we all been through this. No, we haven't. Ask any African where they come from and watch they tell you where they come from. Let me say this again. Ask any Hamite on the continent where they come from and watch they tell you exactly where they come from. Come to America and ask 100 Black Americans where we come from. What's your nationality? Now, I do believe some of our people was here. But God still gave you a nationality, though. And what is it? Ham can tell you. If you ask a lot of our people, I'm Baptist, I'm Afro, I'm a Negro, I'm African American. That's not a nationality. But Ham, he not going to do that. Ham not going to miss words when he tell you his nationality. He not going to miss words when he tell you his language. Now, some of our people was here. It's documented. But the Lord still gave you an inheritance, a language, and a land. And Christ said he going to gather you and bring you back to that land. And the waste places are going to be inhabited. Let me say this again. Christ is going to gather you and place you back in your own land. And he said the waste places will be inhabited. Where's the waste places in Africa that need to be inhabited, y'all? Since everybody keep lying, telling y'all that our homeland is on the continent of Africa. But when every time I show y'all a map and ask y'all to show me the kingdom of Edom, the kingdom of Moab, the kingdom of the Ammonites, show me the Negev, show me the Jordan, show me the Dead Sea, and show me the Sea of Galilee. Why, KJ? Because they run in a straight line, family. They run in a straight line. And then I make it easy for you. The sun rise from the east. Well, what they got to do with anything, KJ? Because when the Bible say when they was going through the land of Moab, guess what God said? Yahshua say to the rising of the sun, and they go down in the west. Where was Moses and them trying to get to? West of the Jordan River, where the sun go down. Where was Moses when he died? East of the Jordan River to where the sun rise. Make it make sense. Told y'all we do our due diligence. We're not going to just make bold statements and don't know what we're talking about. The point I'm telling y'all, family, is that your ancestors fled with Ham to hide from Roman persecution. And then Ham turned around and sold our ancestors to the heathens. And then a heathen dispersed the children of Israel to the four corners. Now, the 10 tribes is a little bit different than the southern kingdom. Why, KJ? Because when they left the Assyrian captivity, that body of people came from Assyria, and not all of them left Assyria. We still got some in Assyria. That's why when you read Isaiah 11:11, what do he say? I'm going to gather you from Shinar, right around what they call Babylon, Iraq. I'm going to gather you from Elam, that's them East Indians, right? I'm going to gather you from Panthros, Black Nation. We got people in Persia. He said, I'm going to gather you from Egypt and Assyria. Make it make sense, man. Make it make sense, man. Your ancestors are living among Hamites. He said beyond the rivers of Cush, he going to bring the daughters of his dispersed back to his mountain, that holy mountain. So let me ask a good question. Beyond the rivers of Cush is called the Gihon, which is the Nile River. If he said beyond the rivers of Cush, my daughters are going to bring my offering, and your land is the continent, why he going to gather you from beyond the rivers of Cush? Woo. Common sense just ain't common. See, I know why a lot of you Hamites get in your feelings and you've been writing me all these little stupid comments. Because I'm not like these other Israelites who just going to be lying to my people, telling them that we all just one big family. We all African. See, one thing I noticed about you, Ham, is you always trying to cosplay our greatness to blend yourself in so you can reap the benefits of what belongs and what we possess given from Yah and Yahshua HaMashiach. The white man is using you, Ham, to come over here and he educate you, meaning give you money. They fund you, give you money to replace us. But it's not working, right? Because another Hamite, he got mad at KJ and say, do you need to be telling your people how great they are in captivity? And I asked him, when has captivity ever put greatness to the back burner? It may halt it for a minute, but greatness don't stop because of captivity. Because if that was the case, why is Yah allowing our greatness to be displayed even in captivity? You got to answer me that. He go, yeah, because you can't answer that. If greatness should be stopped because of captivity, why y'all don't stop it? Even in captivity, Yah is putting your gifts and talents and blessings that he gave you through his comeliness, through his continence. He is allowing it to be on full display. And this Hamite who claimed to be an Israelite going to ask me, should you be telling Israel how great they are in captivity? But y'all told them they was great. Y'all told them that they was above all people. So captivity don't stop the greatness that y'all put on his people. It may halt it for a minute because we the tail and they the head, but even that's the tail, we still the global culture of everything. So y'all got to understand that Hamites don't like you. It's not because of your skin color, because they got the same skin color. Ham don't like you because you are the culture. Nobody look to Ham for anything. Can we keep it real, y'all? Nobody in the world look to Ham for anything. Nobody. Guess who they look to? Black Americans. Nobody look to Ham for anything, fam. Black Americans is the culture. Whatever Black Americans do, the world do, even Ham. Y'all don't see what Ham doing in Africa? They wearing do-rags on their head trying to get waves like you Black Americans. And they getting them too. It take a while, but they getting them. But it take a while though. But they getting them though. Then they playing 50 Cent in the club while they sagging their pants all the way down to their Timberland boots. Showing boxing draws and everything. I'm talking about sagging, wearing big old jerseys, big baggy clothes, walking down in the line going, you can find me in the club. But y'all don't have no culture though. Dookie stains and everything in they draw, and they sitting up here doing in the club. You can find me in the club. Dookie stains and everything. I'm a Black American. I'm an Israelite. And I'm going to speak on behalf of my 12 tribe brothers and sisters and my Black American brothers and sisters who I know they are Israelites. We're going to speak on behalf of our people. We're going to stand up for our people. And we're not going to let nobody disrespect us, man. If we can do anything, let's at least stand up for the truth, Stand up for one another, because I'm telling y'all, there's some wicked plots coming around, family, and they've been around for a long time, but Yah is allowing us to see them now. He manifesting these things before our eyes. They are plot a wicked scheme, family, and you are not included. You are not included, family. I still got a little cough too, family. So I know the Hamites be listening, y'all, because like I told y'all before, when I end the live, here they come. But when I'm live, they don't come, because they can't answer none of the questions that I'm asking. If anybody get it, like if you having a discussion with a Hamite, ask them, when did y'all lose y'all language, y'all culture, and your inheritance? And watch what they tell you. They're going to say never, never. So how you deserve reparations? How your people deserve reparation? Because we are African. We are African. We not all African. We not all African. God never called you the same as a Hamite. But you have your Israelite teachers calling you a Hamite, calling you an African Hebrew Israelite. Don't you know what type of confusion that is? That if you keep identifying as an African, now you understand why it's easy for them to cosplay, easy for them to lie and say, oh, my brother. Yes, yes, brother. African for the win. African for the win. No, my people for the win. Yah for the win. Yahshua for the win. I keep telling y'all we have no friends and no allies, but all of a sudden, Ham trying to act like he your ally, talking about we speaking on behalf of all Africans in the diaspora. No, partner. No. Nuh-uh. We got a lot of our brothers there on the front lines, and they shutting y'all down. They shutting y'all down. Black Alpha, big salute. Afro Elite, big salute. The Black Authority, big salute. Tariq Nasheed, big salute. Because guess what? They handling their business from that side of the arena. And we handling God business from this side of the arena. And our sisters handling their business from this side of the arena. And our other brothers and sisters handling their business from this side of the arena. We all doing something that's productive, that's helping our people. Whether you believe it or not. Believe me, we shedding Ham down. Because I'm telling y'all, there is no bigger enemy that we have than Ham and the white man, because Ham want to be the white man. Ham is in bed with the white man. Ham think he the white man. That's why he do all the white man's dirty work. And he give Ham a few trinkets, some bush meat, and it's a wrap. And Ham is going to do for his master what his master want him to do, and that's lie and attack Black Americans. But when we come back with the jokes, now Ham in his feelings now. They say we don't have no culture. They say we don't know who we are. They say we lost. They say you need to come back home to Africa. Now, this is what I want y'all to know. I'm going straight trying to get to Africa because they telling us to come back, right? But as I'm passing Ham, Ham coming to America. So I stop and say, Ham, what you doing? I thought you told me to come home. No, brother. No, brother. No. Come back to America. Why, Ham? Because Africa is bad. No poverty, war, resources is gone. Y'all see what they doing? They got Black Americans running to Africa, and then Ham is running over here to America. So they want you to go over there so they can come over here and cosplay as you. While you running over there getting mistreated, getting unalive, your land being taken from you, they lying to you, talking about they gonna lease you the land, and then you got to give it back to them. That's not your land, family. Ham know what he doing with you. That's why when you go over there, Ham know you not them. But you got our people running over there, y'all, packing their bags and running. And some of them come right back to America and say, no, man, I can't do it. I might as well stay in America because Ham treat me just, I mean, They told me they was my black brother. I get over there to Africa, they treat me worse just like the white man because they know you not them. That's why they treating you like that. They know you're a black American. They know you not their brother or their sister. I'm not going nowhere because I can't eat collard greens, cornbread, yams, baked chicken, rice and gravy. I'm staying right here while I can eat boudin, gumbo without the crabs in it. I'm staying right here with the black Americans because I'm amazed by my people, the culinary art, all our different regions of food. We got a plethora of choices. Why I want to go somewhere where I can't eat the food I want to eat? I want to eat food here because this is what my people, they throw down here. If I go to Africa, what I'm going to eat, y'all? Now, I know y'all may tell me, well, African got some good food. Man, I ain't never ate African food in my life. I only been eating black American food all my life. And this is why I want to stay right here where the good food at. Well, K. Judah, this ain't no good food. They put all kind of stuff in the food. Man, listen to me. When my black American brothers and sisters cook, that's good food. And I pray over my food and ask y'all to alter my body from all this stuff they putting in. But nobody can do what black Americans can do in the kitchen. Nobody, not even Ham. Nobody can do what the 12 tribes of Israel can do, not even Ham. We are cold people, family. We are blessed people, family. And this is the problem that the world have with you. It's not just based on your skin color and your beautiful woolly hair. No, it's the spirit that's rocking in you, which is Yah's spirit, Yahshua's spirit. This is the problem the world have with you. You are the sons and daughters of Yah. You are blessed people. When Baal tried to curse you, God told Baal, these are blessed people. They should not be cursed. Do you hear me? Everybody want to curse you, but God say, the curse is none involved. These are my people. I'm going to justify them. You can't speak on them. I'm going to justify them. Wake up, family. Wake up, family, and understand what's going on around you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, family, open your eyes. We got war going on. We got Ham doing what they doing. We got the United States of America and Bro Tim, Elder Bro Tim, he been breaking it down for the nation. Because guess what? America is hanging on by a thread. And that's why Trump is going around bullying other nations. Because that dollar is on its way out. And America is trying to hold on to the dollar. And once that dollar gone, it will affect us at home. Because they already got the bricks. It's already in place. They can even pay with bricks. And Trump and them, that's what they holding on to. But remember, they need a global reset. So they going to throw the American citizens under the bus. Because the Jewish people control America, not America can control the Jewish people. Trump don't run nothing. Netanyahu run Trump. The Jewish people run Trump. And they're going to bankrupt America because they want American citizens to be slaves to the Jewish people. It's coming, family. So with all this going on, that don't negate the fact for us to still speak up. Because like I told y'all before, we deal with all things on our platform. And I'm not going to sit by and watch this wickedness take place and we don't say nothing. Now, family, we got to say something. And I'm going to say this before I go. 12 tribes of Israel. You are the sons and daughters of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The Elohim who made you, who blessed you, who furnished you, and put his spirit within you. You are not an African. Now, if you want to call yourself an African, I'm just telling you, you are not an African. And don't call yourself an African. Call yourself what Yah called you. Yashala. Change this name from Jacob to Israel. You have power with Yah. You have overcome. Your captivity is coming to an end, family. You have drunk of the cup of the Lord double. Your welfare is accomplished. Now he's turning these plagues on them. And you don't see you not being plagued like that anymore. Yes, we still go through things here and there, little bumps in the road. But do you not see the world is falling before you? Do you not see that Africa is falling before you? Now, I want to say this too before I go. Listen to your brother KJ. You have people teaching that when it's time to go, the place of safety is the continent of Africa. Ask your teacher to prove it. Ask questions, family. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Because I'm going to tell you right now, that's a certified lie. The place of safety is called Mount Sinai, the Sinai Peninsula. It's all desert, and that's what he's going to cause to blossom as a rose. We're going right back to the mountain that Moses and them went to when he gave them the 10 Commandments. We are not going to no Africa for no place of safety, family. He only promised you safety in one place, and it's Revelations 12, verse 6. The woman fled into the wilderness, where I prepared a place for her to nourish her for 1,260 days, and he didn't say nothing about the land of Ham. That's the Mount Sinai Peninsula that I know is a desert area. Because he said, I'm going to bring you to the desert. What desert he going to bring you to, family? It's the same desert that he brought them when they came out of Egypt. That's all I'm trying to get y'all to see. Now, guess what? Go fact check your brother and go look up Mount Sinai and watch it tell you it's desert. Now, go find this place on the continent of Africa that he going to nourish you and protect, because Africa going to get hit too. The son of perdition going to have dominion over the whole world. So how Africa going to be your place of safety when he going to have dominion over everything? Your place of safety is the desert wilderness of Sinai, which is in Arabia. It's in Arabia, family. That's your place of safety, family. Now, you don't have to believe me. You can believe it's Africa. But I'm telling you right now, you fleeing to the wrong place of safety, thinking you're going to be protected on the continent. No, family. God say, I'm going to protect you in the wilderness. He actually called it the wilderness. And when Moses and them came out of Egypt, guess what he called it? He say, bring them to the wilderness. I will give them my laws, that I will come down and talk to them. He actually called it a wilderness and a desert. That's Sinai, family. The mountain of God. That's where Yahshua going to come back and plead with you face to face. And we're going to be there for 3.5 years. So that's where we're going to be living at before we go to the land. And that's the same thing that he did with Moses and them. Brought them to the wilderness before he took them to the land. To do what? Plead with them face to face. To see who going to obey, who ain't going to obey. Half of them died, right? And the rest of them made it out. He going to do the same thing again, family. He going to plead with you face to face. Ezekiel chapter 20, 32 to 38. And then he going to bring you into the land of Israel. That which was is that which should be, family. There's nothing new under the sun. Now, let me show you where we're going to get our reparations from. This is, let me read this real quick for the family. I think it's Isaiah, let me see. I think it's Isaiah 60. I still got this little cough, man. I don't know where this, I'm trying to get rid of this cough, family. Oh, let me read this to y'all too before I go. I'm going to read this scripture, then I'm going to be done. Y'all got any questions? I got you. I want y'all to listen to this. It say, historically, the region now known as Ghana was deeply involved in the transatlantic slave trade. Local leaders and traders in the Gold Coast region sold enslaved Africans to the European traders. Now, we know they was Hebrews. But y'all see what y'all see this? Now, they knew they was Hebrews back in those times, but now they keep talking about Africans. They didn't sell Africans, family. They sold Hebrews. It say the main European nations involved were Portugal, British, Spain, France, and the Netherlands, the United States, and Denmark. They arrived with ships full of manufactured goods to trade for enslaved people, often captured in local conflicts or raids over centuries. West African regions, including present-day Ghana, also participated in a trans-Saharan slave trade with Arabs and Berber traders. This trade spans centuries and shaped the history of the region. So how they asking for reparations when they sold us into slavery? That's all I'm trying to get y'all to see. Now let me read this. Y'all see they say the United States was in there too, but you heard what they traded them for? For goods. What do Joel chapter 3 say? You have sold my sons and daughters for wine, that they might drink. Didn't he say that? Them was Hamites, y'all. So God ain't miss no words when he speak. They sold us, but now they asking for reparations. Now you got Israelites in Ghana, but you also have Africans in Ghana. You got Israelites in Nigeria, but you also have natural born Nigerians. You know how I know that? Because go read about the Biafra War of Nigeria. The people they was killing was Israelites, and they killed over 2 million Israelites in the Biafra War of Nigeria. These was not Nigerians killing Nigerians. These was Nigerians killing Israelites. This documented. It's in the history books. I didn't read it. They had no weapons to fight back, but the Nigerians had guns and weapons. You know why? Because them Hamites, and they on their own land with a military. Just like Ghana got a military, a navy, an army. They got all that because them Hamites. But the Israelites over there don't have that. Make it make sense, man. Let me read this, man. Isaiah 16 verse 1. Isaiah 16 verse 1. And this will be last. Boy, it's been a night, boy. Isaiah 60. And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. And this is when your blessings going to come. Man, I can't wait to get rid of this cough, man. I'm telling you. I've been feeling better, though, family. For real. But just this cough, man. It's just, I don't know what's going on. But everybody at my job sick. Everybody I run into, they sick. But I did see something online about this new strain of, you know what? I don't want to say the word, but y'all know what I'm talking about. That C word. They got a new strain out here. They spraying this stuff in the air. So y'all pray for y'all, brother. But yeah, thank y'all for all the stuff y'all telling me to take too. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely, Kimmy. And you know why, Kimmy? If anybody go read about what them Nigerians, see, look, this is what y'all is doing to Africa. Everything Africa did to us is now happening to them. Y'all notice that? Everything that Africa did to us is now happening to them. They was in bed with the slave traders. Now they being colonized by the slave traders. And they have taken Ham's resources to where he can't even pick himself up. So they are being plagued. That's right, Bathaya. They are being plagued with the same things they wanted to do to us. God is doing to them now. That's why Africa can't pick themselves up, family, because God remember what Ham did. That's why he said, I'm going to recompense what you have done to my people. And guess who mainly God said? Judah and Jerusalem. Because we was the last ones to go into captivity. The 10 tribes was already taken down by Assyria in the time of Hoshea, in the time of Shalmaneser. But Judah wasn't taken down at that time. But after 70 AD, we fled to Africa. Then the Hamites sold us to the Europeans. There y'all go, family. And that's actually how it went. That's why it was called Negro land with the kingdom of Judah. All right, family. Let me read this and then I'll be done. Yeah, soulfully sowing seeds, man. I don't know. It just, and I rarely get sick. Like, you know, I thank the Most High, man. Like, I'm 45. I ain't never been hospitalized, and you know, I don't put medicine in my body. You know, like prescription and pharmaceutical. I don't do all that. You know, But all of a sudden, this just hit me, man. And I think it was because I was around my co-workers and everybody sick at the job. And all right, this is hold on, family. All right, here we go. Isaiah chapter 60 and verse 1. Arise and shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising. Lift up thy eyes round about and see. All they gather themselves together. They come to thee. Thy son shall come from far, and thy daughter shall be nursed at thy side. Then thou shalt see and flow together. Hallelujah. And thy heart shall fear and be enlarged, because of the abundance of the sea shall be converted unto thee. The forces of the Gentiles shall come unto thee. There you go. Y'all heard that? He said, the forces of the Gentiles shall come to thee. This your reparations. All the wealth of the European nations, all the wealth of the world will be converted back to you, Israel. Nobody won't be poor among us. We all gonna be blessed, sitting under a fig tree, chopping it up one with another, singing and glorifying our Yah in faith in our King Yahshua HaMashiach. Picture this in your mind. The world about to see the greatness of your deliverance. It's not going to be like in Egypt. It's going to be greater than Egypt. Because you're going to be being gathered all over the world. They ain't never seen nothing like this before. That's why he said your heart going to be enlarged. You're going to be in awe of your Elohim. And then the forces of the Gentiles going to come to you. They're going to willingly bring the riches to you. See, right now, they don't want to give you nothing. But they going to willingly bring the riches to you. They going to willingly bow down to Yahshua HaMashiach. You the greatest people ever lived, family. I keep telling you, I don't care what people write me, talking about how you going to elevate people in captivity. Shut up, goofball, you Hamite. You elevate your people and y'all being plundered and pillaged. But while you elevate your people and say, this the motherland, this the greatest land. We the greatest people, more educated, more affluent. You say that, Ham, but when I'm giving Yah glory and elevating Yah for his comeliness and continence that he gave us, now you got a problem with it. When I say my people great, even in captivity, they great. Now you gonna write me with a problem with it. But nobody say, Ham, why are you elevating yourself even when y'all being colonized? Nobody tell you that. It's all on social media. Y'all talk about how great Africa is. But I'm talking about how great Black American is. Now you mad. I talk about how great the 12 tribes of Israel is. Now you mad. Be quiet, goofball. I'm going to make a shirt say certified goofball. And I'm going to put a little character on there with flies flying around the back of his pants. I'm going to have your bug tooth with bees in your head. I'm the wrong one to play with, boy. I'm going to make a shirt and I'm going to put it on my website to sell it. Now, I want y'all to know what the forces mean. The forces mean everything. All the forces of the Gentiles going to be converted unto you. Y'all have no idea the comments I've been getting since I did that live call. Do Africans really believe Black Americans have no culture? That live right there, them Hamites came out the woodworks, and I've been checking them. One lady, she's a Hamite, a lady, the one I put on the community tab called Goofy Highlights of the Week. She came and told me that we not Shemites at all. We Hamites. Y'all see what I mean? They want us to be Africans so bad, y'all, because they trying to attach themselves to the greatness. Because by saying we African, that means we great too. But by us separating ourselves with our greatness, they can't attach themselves to the greatness. Because when I ask them, show me your African Mike Tyson. Show me your African Whitney Houston. Show me your African Tina Turner. Show me your African Barry Bonds. Show me your African Tupac. Show me your African LeBron, African Kobe, African Michael Jordan, African Tracy McGrady, African Vince Carter. Show me the greatness of Africa. Where your people at? Because I can keep going. Show me your African Patty LaBelle. Show me your African Isley brothers. Barry White, Sam Cooke, Otis Redding, Johnny Taylor. Come on, man. This is the type of music I grew up on, y'all, too. I grew up on that old stuff. That's all I listen to in the car. That old music. I'm an old soul. Show me your African George Foreman, your African Holyfield. Show me your African Shakari Richardson, African Tyson Gay. Show me your African Usain Bolt, because Usain Bolt still an Israelite. They just come from Jamaica, but they're my Israelite brothers. And we got our Israelite brothers and sisters in Haiti. I know you there. I mean, not all of y'all are Israelites, because I see a lot of Hamites in Haiti. But I know my brothers there. Big salute to you. In case you're rocking with you. Mexico, Afro-Mexican. Big salute to you. I'm rocking with you. Afro-Cubans, Afro-Panamanians, Afro-Guatemalans, Afro-Latinos. Your brother rocking with you. I know who you are. We ain't leaving you out. We ain't leaving you behind. We know who you are. We say salute to you too. You Israelites. Hey, my brothers and sisters in the UK, salute to you. I know you there. In England, France, Russia, China, in the islands. We everywhere, family. We everywhere. And our greatness is on display everywhere. The whole world is confessing you Israel now. White people coming out the woodworks. These are the sons and daughters of God. White men and women saying these are the Israelites, not the Jewish people. The whole world is confessing who you are now. And Ham don't like it. Because Ham got to stay African. You don't got to stay African. Because geography doesn't determine who you are. He's a Hamite by blood. You's a Shemite by blood. You come from Abraham. He don't come from Abraham. You come from Isaac. He don't come from Isaac. You come from Jacob. He don't come from Jacob. Then you come from Melchizedek, which is Yahshua. Yahshua blood is your blood. They don't like that. Now they lying talking about Yahshua is an African. Then they lied and said Yahshua is Ethiopian. Listen to me, y'all. I'm reading a book right now called The Kabri Nagas. The Kabri Nagas. It's about the ancient kingdoms of Ethiopia. Do y'all research on a man by the name of Lalibela. Listen to y'all brother before I go. Do y'all research on a man by the name of Lalibela. He was king of Ethiopia. And guess what he did, y'all? You got people teaching that Jerusalem is in Ethiopia, right? Guess what? Lalibela could not get to Jerusalem, the real Jerusalem, because there was a lot of conflict going on. So guess what he did? He made places in Ethiopia to mimic the real Jerusalem, even called a lake the Jordan River. Listen to your brother. He even called a lake the Jordan River. So he started naming places in Ethiopia after the land of Israel. But now you got your Israelite teachers lying, telling y'all that Jerusalem is in Ethiopia, when I got a book that I'm reading right now, how they lied that the Ark of the Covenant is in Ethiopia, that Solomon had a son named Menelik by Queen of Sheba, which is a lie. Solomon had one son, y'all, his name is Rehoboam, by Ammonite princes that come from the children of Lot. This book goes to show how far liars are willing to go to lie on the word of God, man. Solomon did not have a son named Menelik, y'all. This is all lies. Legends of Ethiopia. Just making up stuff, man. Solomon had one son that sat on the throne, y'all. His name is Rehoboam. And Menelik was born before Rehoboam. So why he didn't get the inheritance if Solomon really had a son? Why the Bible don't tell us that Solomon had a son named Menelik? Make it make sense, man. So Ethiopia, if y'all read this book called the Divisiveness, it's going to tell you that Lalibela saw places or heard about places in Jerusalem, or actually got it from somebody who actually been to Jerusalem, and he started making churches, and he started calling places in Ethiopia after Jerusalem, y'all. But your teachers lying, telling y'all that's our land. Then they told y'all that our land is in South Africa. But I did a live one day showing you that the brother walked from South Africa to Egypt, and it took him 2 years. God didn't say the journey was that long, man. Moses said it took a few days. So how you go from 2 years to a few days? Make it make sense, man. I told y'all we bust stuff to the white meat. I'm talking lies. Because I don't attack people, I attack false doctrine. So I'm not going to slander nobody. But I'm going to attack that doctrine, because that doctrine is causing confusion. That doctrine is causing people to stumble. And the doctrine is causing people to flee places they shouldn't be going, unless they want to visit and go there on their own accord. But it should not be out of fear that you're fleeing. It should be this just a place where you want to be. Go fact check your brother about Lalibela. Matter of fact, if you look it up right now, Lalibela, did he make replicas in Ethiopia after Jerusalem? And I guarantee you it's going to say, yes, he did. A matter of fact, before I go, can somebody just look it up for me? Can somebody, matter of fact, hold up. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to make it easy for everybody. Watch this. I got something for y'all. Hold up. This is what we'll do before we go. Okay, let me do new thread. I'm going to make it easy for all of us, family. Hold on before I go. And then I'm going to get out y'all hair. What's good with it?
Hey there. Not much. Just here to help. What can I do for you today?
Isn't it true that and guess what, family? Let me mute this right quick. When you
I'm here whenever you're ready.
When you
feel free to let me know what you'd like to ask or discuss.
When y'all talking to Perplexity, don't ask him no question. Ask him, isn't it true? Because what's the difference from talking to him or listening to a YouTube video of them telling y'all the same thing? See what I'm saying? So I say, isn't it true? Because I know what I'm talking about, and you know what you're talking about. So I don't ask him no questions, because sometimes this thing tell lies. I say, isn't it true? So watch what I'm about to ask y'all. Are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm ready to help. Just let me know what you need.
Isn't it true that Lalibela made replicas in Ethiopia after Jerusalem and even called a lake the Jordan River?
Lalibela's rock-hewn churches in Ethiopia were indeed designed as a symbolic New Jerusalem after pilgrimages to the Holy Land became unsafe, and the river through the town was named the Jordan River to mirror the one in Palestine. The site includes replicas and symbolic references to Jerusalem's holy places.
Y'all heard that? There y'all go. Y'all see what I'm saying? So ask yourself, why are your Israelite teachers teaching y'all that Jerusalem is in Ethiopia, but this is documented what he just said? I got the book. So he ain't making this up. He made replicas after the real Jerusalem because it was unsafe to go there. So maybe somebody went there and told him about it, but he didn't go there. But he made replicas after Jerusalem. Now, why would he do that if Jerusalem in Ethiopia, y'all? Make it make sense, fam. Make it make sense. Now, watch what else I'm about to ask him real quick before I go.
The idea was that King Lalibela couldn't safely reach Jerusalem, so he created a new Jerusalem in Ethiopia for pilgrims. The real Jerusalem remained in the Middle East, but he wanted his people to have a spiritual center closer to home.
I got to cough right quick, y'all. Hold up.
Take your time. I'll be here when you're ready. Take your time and let me know if you need anything.
Yes. I also want to ask you, isn't it true that the Divisiveness about Ethiopia, them saying they have the Ark of the Covenant, this isn't true?
Ethiopian tradition holds that the Ark of the Covenant rests in a church in Aksum, but no outside experts have been allowed to verify it. Many scholars believe what's there is a replica, and there's no solid evidence confirming the original Ark is in Ethiopia.
Isn't it true that Menelik, the son of Solomon by Queen of Sheba, he was born before Solomon's son Rehoboam? Isn't this true?
The story that Menelik I, son of Solomon and the Queen of Sheba, was born before Solomon's son Rehoboam comes from Ethiopian tradition, especially the 14th century Kabra Nagast, but historians view it as legend rather than verified history. There's no concrete historical evidence confirming his existence or birth order relative to Rehoboam.
I'm done. We can get out of here. Do anybody got any questions, family? Come on, man. Come on, man. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's not about attacking people. If I'm saying one thing according to the Bible, another teacher is saying something else, that's confusion, man, if it can't be verified or proven. If I can't prove something, you're supposed to call me out if I'm opening up my mouth before getting edification. That's why we take our time with the word of God, so we won't say things that's not true. And they fighting for this. They fighting that Jerusalem. And guess what? I feel so bad for the audience. Because y'all so afraid to question the teachers on some of these platforms that you go with anything and say, yeah, brother, I believe it. Man, awesome. I believe what you're saying, that Jerusalem in Ethiopia. But when you bring up the Nabrina Gas or Lalibela, this was a real king, y'all. This is not something fake. This man was a real king of Ethiopia in the time of Abyssinian. And guess what? He made replicas. So why they don't tell y'all that? Why they don't tell y'all that? That he made replicas after the real Jerusalem. He called the place in Ethiopia the Jordan River. But I know the Jordan River run into the Dead Sea. So where's the Dead Sea? Because Ethiopia don't have seas. It have lakes and rivers, but not a Dead Sea. God called the Dead Sea a sea. He called the Sea of Galilee the Sea of Galilee. He called the Jordan River the Jordan River, and guess what? It emptied itself into the Dead Sea. And when you go look on the map right now and say, where's one more thing, and then we gone, man. I told y'all, one thing that we're going to always do is fact check everything. So watch what I'm about to ask this time that I'm going to go. You there?
Hi there. How can I help you today?
Isn't it true that the Sea of Galilee, the Jordan River, and do it not run into the Dead Sea, meaning that the Sea of Galilee going to the Jordan River and the Jordan River going to a Dead Sea? And isn't this a straight line down?
Yes, the Sea of Galilee feeds into the Jordan River, and the Jordan River flows into the Dead Sea. They're all aligned within the Jordan Rift Valley, but the river meanders rather than forming a straight line.
Y'all hear this?
Yes, the Sea of Galilee.
Okay, let me ask you this. Isn't it true according to the scripture? Y'all see what I keep saying? Isn't it true? Isn't it true according to the scriptures that the sun rises in the east by the land of Moab and the Ammonites and is set in the west, which is called the land of Canaan?
The Bible does mention Moab lying toward the sunrise to the east. As the Bible,
Go ahead, sir.
Scripture does describe Moab as lying toward the sunrise to the east and the land of Canaan to the west, but it doesn't specifically say the sun sets in Canaan. It's more.
You say it's set in the west, man. How you gonna tell me I can get the scripture right now that the sun set in the west, man? You don't stop. It rises in the east, and where it's gonna set at then? In the north? Stop it, bro. That's why I come to you and say, isn't it true? Because you just be saying anything.
I hear your frustration.
Nope, I'm not frustrated. You trying to put that on me. That's what white men do. Stop it. Stop it, sir. I'm not frustrated at all. I'm just talking regular, like a human being.
Got it. I'm here to share information and keep things simple.
Okay.
All right, I'm here whenever you need me.
That's it, man. That's all I wanted to ask. I just wanted to make that clear that the Jordan River run into the Dead Sea.
Yes, the Jordan River flows from the Sea of Galilee down to the Dead Sea. Happy to help.
Oh, let me ask one more thing. You remember when isn't it true when Abraham was going south He was on a higher elevation. So from the land of Israel and from where Abraham was coming from in the land of Haran or Haran, don't Abraham have to go down south?
The Bible says Abraham traveled from Haran to Canaan.
Wait. Slow down, sir. Slow down. Slow down, low down.
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
When
Abraham was coming from Haran, from looking from the direction of the land of Israel, and the Bible say he went south, that means he would have to go down to get to the land of Egypt. Isn't this true?
Genesis says Abraham traveled south from Canaan to Egypt because there was a famine, and it uses the phrase went down to Egypt due to Egypt's lower elevation. So yes, he went south and downward in elevation to reach Egypt.
There y'all go, family. Y'all see this? Y'all see what I'm saying? This is documented in the book.
Yes, the Bible does document Abraham's journey south and
when Abraham went south, they been lying telling y'all when it say he went south, he really went up. And when it say he went up, he really went down. Family. Abraham was going down from a higher elevation, going down to get to the land of Egypt, family. Because he had to pass up the land of Canaan to get into Egypt. And from looking in the direction of the land of Israel, guess what direction that is? You are looking south. Knowledge. I'm done, man. Let me get up out of here. We done, man. We done, family. That's it. We done. Batalia Israel, I would have to look into Haile Selassie, but I did hear he was the last king, but I don't know if he was an Israelite. Because, and the reason why I'm saying this, my beloved sister, see, you have some Israelites in Ethiopia called the Wandering Jews of Ethiopia. And when you look into these people, there's a book that I actually have called Operation Moses and Operation Solomon. And when you read this book, it say that the Phalasian Jews of Ethiopia, they call them the Wandering Jews, are from the tribe of Dan. So a lot of Danites, they was in the land of Ethiopia. But Haile Selassie, I don't know if he's an Israelite, but I will look into that for you, my sister. And next time I'm live with questions and answer, I had that information for you. Hold on, family. Oh, I heard I got a lot of trolls in here. Oh, okay. Look at Hamites coming out the woodwork, smelling musty and everything. I knew I smelled something in my closet, my little studio room. Don't get in your feelings, Ham. It's just the truth. Don't get mad at me, Musty. I bet you can't change your oil. I bet your chicken don't taste like my grandmother when she seasoned it. I bet your yams dry. I bet your collard greens don't got no taste to it, Ham. I bet one of your socks bigger than the other one. And your shoes. Your shoes are mismatched. And you got them on the wrong feet, Ham. You crusty feet, musty Hamites. Everybody keep telling me I should have been a comedian. Even when I was in school, they said, boy, you should have been on the stage. I said, no, I don't want to be no comedian, though. Because sometimes I don't like to joke around and play with people because, you know, you joke too much. People start thinking you're a joke. So. Let me see. Yeah, them Hamites coming out the woodworks, huh, y'all? Yeah. Don't worry about it, y'all. They just musty. That's all. They just got a little must to them. Yeah, they just a little musty. I know how to work on the car too. See, Ham. Look, I work on cars. My stepdaddy, and man, salute to my stepdaddy, man. We didn't always have the best relationship, but I'm an honest person. I'm going to give props where it's due. My stepdaddy taught me how to work with my hands. So a lot of stuff I know how to do, like I was working on my car the other day, and a Caucasian woman said, who taught you how to do all that? I said, my stepdaddy. He taught me how to do all this. So I get under my hood, change my oil, change my battery. You know, he showed me how to change alternators. You know, do all that good stuff. Change tires. And we got to be able to work with our hands, brothers, because if we get a flat tire and our woman with us, we don't want to be calling no roadside assistance, man. Get out the car and jack the car up, brother, and change the tire. Put that dummy tire on there until you get to discount tire or something, and tell discount tire you want you a new tire. Come on now. So, you know, I know how to work with my hand. Ham. We know you know how to work with your hand, Ham. Oh, my God. You over there fighting monkeys, killing monkeys, and drinking the juice. Where they do that at? See, if I drop this link, which I don't want to do, because the whole room just going to get aroma full of must. Since you like to crack jokes and call me stupid, I'm a joke cracker, Ham. And I don't get in my feelings with your little stupid little remarks. See, one thing about us, I see you when you come to my place of business. And you musty. And you be asking me, brother, can you tell me where's the sugar? And I be want to say, brother, go to the all-weather deodorant. But I don't be mean, Ham. One of your sisters came in the store, Ham. She had on a nurse outfit. And all I can do is just cry with tears that they let her work in the nurse office with that type of aroma. It felt like Satan passed by. I say the devil is in the biz. Oh my God, the devil is in here. Jesus, Satan. But all I'm saying, Ham, don't get mad at me. Your people are the one over there in Africa. Y'all can't come together. Y'all fighting each other. You having major wars. You musty. Your feet crusty. I mean, what you want me to do? You gonna get mad at me? Every time y'all build a car, it's a cardboard box. Don't get mad at me. And you would think for all this stuff that you don't have in Africa that we do have in America, you would think that you would look better than us. And you don't. You look crusted and busted. We are smooth people, Ham. God say Israel and Jacob is a smooth people. That's why when you look at my brothers and sisters, the sun glistens off our body. We are smooth people with smooth skin, beautiful locks and beautiful hairstyles and natural hair. My sister with their beautiful hair. My brothers with their beautiful hairdos. But Ham, when I look at your hair, all I see, Ham, is sandpaper and rust. That's what I see. I see, Ham, that it hurt you to your heart. That you can't comb your hair with no comb. You need an iron to comb your hair. You need them things they rake grass with. You know where they pull the grass back with the raker? Y'all know what I'm talking about? You put you rake all the leaves together. You need a rake. You can't dress. I never seen somebody put on a suit with some slippers. Y'all got to stop. Now, Black Americans, we are the best dressed in the world. But since you want to go there, let's go there, Ham, because you can't crack jokes with me, Ham. I have you crying. I have you crying, Ham. I know I'm stupid and dumb. But I got to look at which mind is coming from. It's coming from the mind of a Hamite. So I can't take you serious. You in America with me talking about somebody. I thought your land was the greatest land on the earth. Why you won't go home and enjoy so many blessings, Ham? But you over here in America with us trying to talk tough. Now, I wouldn't punch you in the head. I'm going straight for the belly. Because if I punch you in your head, I'm going to break my hand. And I'm not punching you in your face because your cheekbones is high. And you got a fat face, like big old cheekbones and everything. And I know them bones hard like an adamant rock. So I'm not stealing off on you nowhere towards your face or your head. I'm going straight for your stomach, the back of your legs. And I'm not going to go nowhere near your underarms. Because there's going to be suicide right there. They're going to put you in prison for murdering me by must. You stinky little pig in the blanket. All right, family. Do anybody have any questions? I love y'all, Israel. And y'all know how we get down. We're going to crack our jokes. We're going to get a business. But at the end of the day, You're a great people. I love y'all so much. I really do, family. I love you so much. And we're going to stand up for one another. Something they say we could never do, which is lies, because we do love each other, family. Y'all know what they always say, we don't love each other, right? But if you really look at it, not all of our people was out there unalive in each other. See, they put us in this one blanket and think we monolithic, and we not. I don't want to hurt no brother or no sister. I don't have no reputation of hurting brothers and sisters at all. No reputation. I'm 45 years old. I don't have a reputation of want to hurt nobody, but I'm going to stand up for my people. So when it's time to get down, I'm on this side with my people, with my folk. And you're going to be on the side with your folk. But I don't love nobody more than I love the Most High Yahshua and my people. And I'm just being honest, family. I would never give my love to another people more than I give my love to my own kind. That don't make no sense to me. So if I'm going to go overboard, it's going to be for my own people. I would never go overboard for another people, because they have their men and women of that nation to encourage them, to uplift them, to be there for them. That's not my job. My job is to encourage you and be there for you. And when you need me, extend my hand. But that don't go for nobody else, family. They have their people to do that. That's not our job. But because we so compassionate and God put that right spirit within us, everybody want to use and abuse us. But that day has come to an end. We rocking with our people and worrying about what's going on with our people. And you worry about what's going on with your people. So like I said before, man, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Big salute to y'all. I'm praying that God do not give them any reparations, which I know God is not going to do it, because he see what they doing. It's wrong. It's not right. They should be going before the UN asking for reparations for colonization. And they're not going to even get them that, because they're going to say, you helped us sell the Black Americans and the rest of the Hebrews. So how you going to come begging for reparation when we know you sold them people? So they got like 70 to 90% of different ethnic groups in Ghana. Different ethnic groups, y'all. And we know that the Hamites are there and the Israelites are there with different communities, like at least several. We do our research. So to all my Afro brothers and sisters, to all my Black American brothers and sisters, to all my brothers and sisters on the continent of Africa, all my brothers and sisters in Europe, all my brothers and sisters in the islands, all my brothers and sisters in Latin, North, South, Central America, I say shalom. I say I love y'all. And to the 12 tribes of Israel, to the 12 tribes of Israel, we are on the rise. Big salute to my beloved sister Dee, the awesome sister Dee, for this awesome video that she made for her brother K. Judah and the elder bro Tim. Salute, family.
The shadows creep, the winds grow thin. The heart feels heavy, where to begin? Oh yeah, we stumble, oh yeah, we fall. Your name's the answer to it all. Oh, save us, yeah, save us now from the hour of temptation. Show us how, lift us up, don't let us drown. Save us, yeah, save us now. Oh. Save us now. The path is narrow, the fire's near. but you've been with us all the while. Save us, yeah, save us now from the hour of temptation. Show us how, lift us up, don't let us drown. Save us, yeah, save us now. Oh, oh, when the walls closing, when the night won't fade, when the soul feels low, and the heart's afraid, you're the rock, the shield, the guiding star. Oh yeah, we know you'll never fall. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Never fall. Yeah. Save us now. Save us, yeah. Save us, yeah. Save us, yeah. Save us now. Oh, yeah. Save us now.
Oh, look at little Ginger. Who is this? Ginger Avenue. Hey, the next time I'm live, goofball, hey, I'll drop the link. I'm not gonna do no live. I'm not gonna put no lesson together. I'm just gonna drop the link for you to come up. All right, you little musty. I got you, but you gotta put deodorant on before you hit the link though. So the next time I go live, all the Africans crying like little girls in the back whining. I'm gonna drop the link for you, and you better have your stuff prepared. You better know what you're talking about, because I know what I'm talking about. All right, you little musty jigaboo, I got y'all. So the next time I'm live, family, we're gonna give Junior the look, open the line. Look at this little crybaby. You know he a Hamite. Certified Hamite right here. How much y'all want to bet this a Hamite? That's why he crying. Who else would be crying like this? I'm speaking up for Black America. But they mad because I want to include Hamites. We don't want to include y'all. We don't got no relationship with y'all. We never had no relationship with y'all. I ain't your friend. I ain't your brother. I ain't nothing to you. And you ain't nothing to me. So you go do your thing. I'm going to do my thing. I ain't Ginger. But the next time I'm live, I got you. Because I don't run from no smoke. Okay, little musty boy? I got y'all. So in the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, man. Woo! Thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with your brother K. Judah. Hold on. Let me get this musty off my screen. I see why Black Alpha be going in on y'all. I really do. And I don't blame them. Because you're musty. So let me do this real quick in the words of my beloved sister. In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams. Thank y'all for coming to the Lion's Den with your brother KJ. Mr. Michael Jackson Bad with the scriptures. The CUC family. Big salute to my brother Short Sham. Big salute to Elder Barrel Walk. And big salute to my beloved Elder Bro Tim. That I'm about to go watch his video right now. Family and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Man, we make people get in their feelings, family. Let's get it. And like my beloved sister Eve said, you got to open up your cameras if your head can fit in the camera, or get your 2 cameras. But all cameras got to be open at one time. And y'all know what that's going to be. That's going to be a big old, boy, I promise you. If you have all of them open up their cameras at the same time, can you imagine how big them heads going to be? And your brother K. Judah want to say, Shalom. Head and shoulders. Head and shoulders.